poverty, scarcity, worry, anxiety, fear, hopelessness, disillusionment, frustration, anger, and depression. These are the very painful experiences of a life that remains unfulfilled. More often than not, these experiences are the result of an underlying weakness, formed from holding on to very disabling, self-limiting beliefs. And of course, these all conspire to reinforce a lack of inner confidence, ultimately trapping us in endless cycles of disharmony and discontentment. As the world moves on at a great speed all around us, it appears as though any number of us are simply being left behind as collateral damage. It's as though we're aliens on our own planet, as though we have lost any real power of our own to alter our circumstance. Welcome to the Moses Code Affirmations. My name is Stephen Southwold. Stay with me now as a pathway to greater health, wealth and abundance is being introduced to you that will change everything. People's lives do change in an instant, and today will be a truly significant day for you. By chance, and yes, it can be called a timely coincidence, I too came across the Moses Code whilst trying to find ways of breaking free from the life-limiting behaviours and experiences I've just described. After trawling many self-help books in search of that all-elusive lightbulb moment, it gradually dawned on me that there was a fundamental simplicity in all of the messages they carried. And as I came upon the Moses Code, that simple yet very essential message shone bright once more in all its glory. Indeed, in those moments I was being reacquainted with the very raw power of affirmations, something that many a book had previously alluded to, but somehow never quite managed to establish with any real clarity. That is, the real dynamic of their ultimate power and effect on us all. A power which was qualified outright, and indeed brought to us thousands of years previous, by one of our Creator's most noted of advocates, Moses. To think that this golden nugget was actually passed down to us thousands of years previous, and is one that encapsulates the very essence of our well-being and connectivity with this world, is truly an incredible thought. In fact, what was it our ancestors knew of life that we have simply lost in the sands of time? Ever since the book The Secret grabbed the world's attention and introduced us to the laws of attraction, thoughts as to how we can change our outlook by visualizing and manifesting our heart's desires became a real part of everyone's conscious efforts to seek greater prosperity. From that time on, millions attempted this journey, endeavouring to make those laws work as an inseparable part of their everyday lives. And perhaps just as many gave up, as focus and energy ebbed away, as people sank back once more into past habits of defeatism, scarcity, and disenchantment. In seeking out my own self-help, it was observed in the very early days that the actual key in sustaining any ability to visualize, expand our true qualities, and dispel those negative self-limiting beliefs may actually lay elsewhere, but not quite that far away as to be impossible to reach altogether. Indeed, as doubts and fears and limiting beliefs creep up on us daily, it's very easy to see how these thoughts can immediately rob us of the very opportunities that we seek. That is, until we eventually come across that crucial insight which interrupts and breaks that cycle forever. The Manifestations for You self-help programs I then went on to create offers that very key to break those chains. They are founded on meditation tools specifically created to guide us to that very place where we begin to see ourselves achieving our heart's desires. And most importantly, dissolving the power of any negativity, which can be very intent on haunting us all. The tools I offer are now even more powerful to those who use them. When recognizing the actual value the Moses Code message delivers, with its solid foundations for implanting meaningful and fundamental life-changing affirmations. Yes, when fully understanding how to make the principles of the Moses Code work as an integral part of our lives, only then will this golden nugget empower us all to move in the direction of receiving greater abundance and prosperity, to finally arrive at that very place where our good intentions, visions and dreams work their way seamlessly into our reality. Right now, I'm really delighted you're here, discovering what real personal transformation awaits. That's right, this is about your future. Just for extra clarity, there is absolutely no agenda here to add any religious overtones to this presentation. Certainly, such platitudes can only serve to colour the critical value of this message, a message which in itself is even more profound and more important to you than any worldly window dressing that we could be placing upon it. Indeed, the Moses Code message is so poignant, it was decided to create this specific website to deliver just that. In all its apparent simplicity, there is an incredible power attached to those words we are told Moses heard on Mount Horeb in the book of Exodus. Yes, that pivotal moment in the history of mankind when it's believed God reached out to a mortal soul from a burning bush. When Moses asked the Creator, who should he say sent him, the reply Moses got was, I am that I am. And yes, you did hear a double affirmative in that reply, and we'll expand on that a little later. In an excellent narrative, the presenters of the Moses Code documentary introduced us to the concept of placing a simple comma as a code breaker to that message, as both Hebrew and earlier writings had no use of punctuation. I am that I am, by inserting a comma, instantly became a clearer and more resonating interpretation to I am that I am. It's very significant that we delve in deeper into what's been said here. I am establishes and identifies the person. That establishes whatever it is that's been focused on. And I am reaffirms the connection to that. That in itself is a word which delivers a fact, a certainty, and an authority, a statement of being just that. When looking through self-help books published in the 70s, I came across a number of authors promoting self-assertiveness. This particular skill set was focused on improving relationships, both in the home and in the workplace. Indeed, seminars and courses sprang up everywhere, as both men and women sought to advance their careers and develop greater confidence. As the divorce rate skyrocketed during this period, many people found themselves at a place of rediscovery. That is, after spending years simply fulfilling a role in the home, or having lost a lifestyle they had worked hard at building. As a result, a number of these self-assertive books offered their readers lists of positive affirmations to say in front of a mirror. And of course, this became a great source of amusement for the uninitiated. In effect, what popular psychology was offering to the masses back then was the very thing world-renowned athletes and successful businessmen had been nurturing and practicing for centuries. That is, cultivating a solid belief in oneself, affirming one's abilities, and tapping into the very power that resides deep within the core of us all. Really, it's no mystery that those very simple, powerful, and positive affirmations that we were introduced to in these books started with the very same words Moses had heard. I am. Incredibly, the source of all power that exists in this great universe is inextricably linked with those two words, I and am. In point of fact, it's the ultimate connection. It's the ultimate descriptive, the ultimate identifier, and not least the establishment of an indisputable fact. To crystallize its importance and its power, the Gospel of John opens up with the line, In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. Certainly, you can't get any more profound than using the words, I am, as a statement of being very present in the here and now. And of course, as words convey a meaning, you and I relate to those words, delivered from a speaker, as being true, as being gospel, God's spell. So there it is, the true essence of the power of words is contained in the phrase, and the Word was God. It's without doubt the ultimate identification of importance to us as inhabitants of this planet. And so, from there on, we live our lives accordingly as to what we hear from those around us. We are entranced by words, captivated by them, even distracted by them. And what's more, what we say to ourselves as our mind chatters away bears equal weight and emphasis too. Let's not forget, we can be our very own worst critic in everything that we do. Personally, as we are told we are made in His image, I have a very conscious connection towards those words, I and am. I feel that I am who I am, just as much as perhaps Moses did centuries ago. I feel very much present in the here and now, just as you may feel whilst listening in this moment. My parents gave me a name by which others call me by. It acts as an identifier, my first name and last name. But my senses, moreover, feel more conditioned to respond to words that refer to me in the present tense. Yes, I'm feeling hungry. Yes, I'm upset. Or yes, I'm happy with that. It's as though my consciousness, my perception of existence, reaches considerably deeper and literally expands from within my soul, far, far beyond the trappings of an earthly name. And most delightfully it does. Therein lays that precious gateway to reconnect with a divine source of power that's always there, waiting just for you. It's noticeable that far greater depths of spiritual awareness can be experienced from the very simple understanding that you are, indeed, far greater than the trappings of this worldly realm. Knowing I am starts an incredibly powerful journey, one that's connected to everything this magnificent universe has to offer. This is a universe which is specifically designed to sustain you throughout your time here. As you are the initiator and creator in all you seek to do, you have direct access to the power contained within this universe to assist in manifesting that which you seek, and in that there is no question. I am that. I am that burning bush. I am that ocean. I am that winter's storm. I am that summer's day. I am the sounds of the forest. I am everything I see, touch, feel, and imagine. Our perception of God the Creator and this universe is one of all-encompassing. It's everything, just as much as it exists everywhere. If we considered the universe's energy is like that of water in an aquarium, then we are the objects immersed in it. It sustains us, it touches us, we breathe its particles in and out of us, it becomes every part of us. As its creatures, we are open to all environmental changes and any vibrations in its movement. Most certainly we couldn't exist outside of that realm. In truth, as human beings consist mostly of water and light, we are indeed all one in the same within our environment and everything that's connected with it. That is, in essence, how close to God the Creator and this universe we actually are. This realization is certainly not of the kind we were taught at Sunday school, of a grey-haired man living somewhere in the clouds. Far from it. Nevertheless, it's a breathtaking reality to actually grasp our true connection. And again, it's not that much of a big leap to be considering that as we are actually made of the very same materials, that by way of our own commonality, we are actually playing a very central role in the whole grand design itself. Made in his likeness too also extends to the fact that we share the very same characteristics and attributes as one would expect from a copy of an original. And again, this is not merely limited to just the external facades we focus on when thinking about identity. If we think of God Almighty as being something ultimately powerful, then really, how powerful are we? What power do we really possess? Think about that. How powerful is that realization? I am that power. I share that power. Now let's consider the next word used, that. Scriptures tell us that Jesus and the apostles encouraged us all to pray as though we have already received, to believe it, feel it, chant it, recite it, reaffirm it, and respond to it, just as your imagination conceives it as being real in this very moment. As our thoughts, dreams, visions, and desires are all creations from within our mind, we should own each one of them, use them, play with them, and shape them, as they are all precious divine sparks from the great energy factory itself. Einstein said, "Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere." Note this extremely clever man said, "will take you." Where did those thoughts eventually take Einstein? Yes, to becoming one of the world's most famous and truly inspiring mathematical geniuses. That's where. And like the great sportsmen and athletes of our time, our great engineers and inventors, all of them embrace this knowledge. That is, all we need do is first imagine, whatever that may be, to bring it into being, to start the process, to begin that flow, to initiate that journey from A to B, and ultimately draw upon us whatever it is we wish to manifest. And as we hold on to those thoughts, we draw to us all that this entire universe can bring to bear to give it form, reality, and delivery. And yes, that delivery could well be embracing all the coincidences that materialize in front of us daily, using the skills we have, expanding our education, reimagining, networking, or simply having faith in who we are and what we can become. Yes, a faith that this entire universe is actually for real and delivers and is designed specifically to support us, each of us, every one of us. I am that winner. I am that strong person. I am that. Yes, you fill in those gaps specifically. I am that is truly important to us. It's the spark which ignites the momentum for the power of your imagination to deliver that which you desire to see becoming a reality. The pictures in your mind now offer you a glimpse of the destination to come. It's our job to be impassioned and hold on to those goals with an absolute belief, a real definite of purpose. The downside to all this is saying or believing that I am not able, I am not responsible, I am broke, I am poor, I am stupid, or that I'm never ever going to. Have you ever heard the phrase, never say never, before? Because words like these become truly prophetic when we use them, more so when we attach an I am to them in a negative way. Thoughts and actions such as these immediately rob us of our divine power that our Creator gave us. Indeed, we become instantly weakened, our own worst enemy, full of self-doubt, self-sabotage, and in that state we will remain in perpetuity. Now you can see how easy it is to stumble and fall before we've even given ourselves a chance to really stand tall. Now here's the real golden nugget that our Creator left us all to ponder. I am that. I am. The double affirmative. The subconscious mind, like a computer, stores everything, literally everything that our five senses encounters. What we hear, taste, smell, see, and touch. It does this in a rudimentary fashion, being neither judge nor jury. It simply stores. Like any facility, the more you place in of one thing, the more dominant that feature will become. Like a bad diet, the greater the quantity of the wrong types of food you eat, the more unfit and unhealthy you will become. Again, the more volume you ingest, the worse you will get. So it is that our minds relate to words in exactly the same way. That's why John's Gospel referred to words as being God. We absorb them in their entirety, as truth, as gospel, as God's spell. What we can conclude from this is that the more good words heard, the more opportunity they have of being dominant over all the bad words that we've taken on board. Now, doubling up on the affirmative is like cementing a brick in place when we're building a wall, making sure it isn't going to shift easily, and simultaneously, when adding a brick, the wall's height and overall strength is increased. That second affirmative adds reflection and emotion when context is added. I am that. I am. Your Creator has now given you the biggest clue ever as to how you're able to live your life triumphantly in those 5 very simple words. Firstly, you are the initial I am, as you can confirm that you exist. Second, you are whatever that is considered to be in your life, because in following that label, believing resolutely in that desire or that outlook, you will become. And finally, that last I am means I am going to be, for sure, because the faith and power to become that resides within me to reaffirm and to keep on reaffirming. Your job now is to harness this divine power, this unique consciousness, and let its energy work its miracles in your life. Because now you're more than ready to manifest the life you dearly wish to lead, aren't you? The simplicity of this message contained in this ancient scripture is truly incredulous, and it's here for us all. It visibly identifies and connects you with the very essence of your divine power. A power which you can turn to strengthen your self-belief, increase your confidence, and reassert your direction. A power which can make you more charismatic in the wider world, as a great weight lifts from your shoulders. And all this, in turn, draws ever-increasing opportunities for prosperity and abundance to make its way into your life. Simply by reaffirming that you are that, reaffirms the direction you want to go in and energizes the laws of attraction to work in your favour. It's now time to harness this great truth, to let it help you move courageously forwards in the direction of that life you wish to lead. Discover the peace and security that comes from knowing that you are destined for great things. Everything comes to those who believe. Now, haven't we heard those utterances somewhere before? I am that. I am. Keep that phrase close to you always. Now here's how I can help you strengthen and secure the whole process of manifesting that in your life right now, without you losing focus and being distracted. As mentioned early on, our minds are constantly in the flow of daily chatter and self-doubt. This robs us of our energetic desires to change the direction of our lives. Indeed, we lose both focus and attention at the very time when we need it the most. Not a great outlook, is it? Manifestations for You, Moses Code Affirmations, provides you with the means of tipping the scales on years of self-limiting beliefs, simply by increasing the weight of positivity absorbed into your consciousness. In short, our meditation program contains masses of I am affirmatives, formatted to strengthen your inherent good nature and personal attributes. Indeed, very special attention has been given to affirmations that deliver power, opportunity, prosperity, and abundance directly into those areas of your life which require an all-important boost. All you need do is simply sit back for a few minutes a day and let our soothing subliminal meditation tracks deliver those key words. Each track is meticulously created using healing theta waves, audible stimulants known to center our mind's activities, deepen and speed up our responses to meditation. Our daytime meditation and nighttime sleep tracks in effect bypass your conscious, often self-doubting and destructive mind chatter, to where our affirmations can then sow the seeds in reaffirming the mighty powerhouse that you really are. We also introduce the empowering double affirmative that you are, that you really are, in every way, everything your heart desires and imagination seeks to manifest in your life. Start living a truly rich and rewarding life from today onwards. Use the power this energy and knowledge brings you. Let us help you open the gateway to the power that resides within, and download your copy of our Moses Code Affirmations. Our mission statement is simple. Power equals progress. Progress equals prosperity. And all that amounts to a truly personal transformation. Attract opportunities for money, health, wealth, security, and good relationships. Your Moses Code Affirmation programs contains 4 unique tracks together with our user guide. The first 2 tracks are subliminal reinforcements, which you can use for just 15 minutes daily. Tracks 3 and 4 are nighttime companions that use soothing delta waves. The first is a 3-hour subliminal reinforcement with a sleep talk down introduction, and the second is a full 8 hours designed to offer its influence as you rest. In addition, should you be experiencing any restlessness in sleeping these last few nights, as a bonus, we've also included a free Meditations for You Sleep Talk Down audio. Again, all our sleep tracks are supported by restful delta wave technology. We recommend that you work with these tracks on a daily basis for just over 21 days. This will help you establish new thought patterns and dissolve those that don't serve you anymore. It will help you to internalize, affirm, and strengthen your new core beliefs. Grounded in your newfound sense of connection, your new inner confidence will begin to shine bright, opening up a lifetime of greater abundance as the weeks and months unfold. Remember, I am that I am, and you will become. Click on the Buy Now button below and begin the life you are destined to lead.